Good morning. It is October 16th. Okay, so a couple things I wanted to cover is I did 2 readings yesterday, and one was a daily reading, and the other one was the bi-monthly from the 15th to the 31st. Now, 2 things. One, there was a 3 of Swords that was reversed, okay? And initially I read it as upright, and I said sorry, not sorry. Because it definitely was a sorry energy. Now, sometimes intuitive readers like me, even though it's reversed, doesn't mean that there's a lack of, or it's the opposite. Sometimes it means the event hasn't happened yet. I did say sorry, but not sorry. So let me explain that a little bit. The sorrow will be coming, but the lesson that the divine male was getting is a positive thing. Okay, it's going to turn into a positive thing. So they're sorry, but they're not sorry because this gave them the chance to relive that karmic lesson, okay, and do the right thing and not project this time. Okay, and then the second thing, which was just minor, is a slip of the tongue. That's with Mercury and Scorpio. I said Saturn in Sagittarius instead of Saturn and Capricorn. Okay, minor. I meant to say Capricorn. That was not a mistake. That was a definite slip of the tongue. I had the energy right, folks. It's important. It's the message, okay? Because every card has different meanings, okay? Every card has several different meanings. So it's how it works in combination with the other cards and what attracts me, what attracts my eye, or what energy stands out, you know, because when one card flips over, I look at it, and the first thing that comes to mind as one of the many definitions of it is usually the energies that I want to talk about. How can I say that? It's intuitive, okay? So out of the 5 meanings, I may only initially see 1 or 2, okay? And then as I pull out more cards and relate them to each other, I can see other things. It changes on the other cards that come in, you know, because things can be read in several different ways. But also, too, if I'm telling you something is going to happen, it could possibly have already happened. It could be happening now, or it could happen tomorrow, or it could happen in a week, a month, a year. It all depends on where you are in the timelines. Not everybody is on the same timeline. Okay, so people are experiencing the same things at different times. Okay, so which means what you're experiencing right now, somebody else could be further behind in the timeline, or they could be further ahead. Okay, and this is not a race. There is no race, all in divine timing, okay? You are here for a reason. What your mission is what you're discovering, okay? So, like, we don't have just this mass universal, everybody wake up one morning and go, oh, that's my divine purpose. It doesn't happen that way. People have to wake up. They have to truly know who they are. Thank you, Chiron and Aries, for the identity crisis, but then be motivated to live their truest life, to express their greatest truth, to be completely free, to be me, kind of deal. Okay, know who you are, what you stand for, and then when confronted with an opportunity to stand, you stand. Okay, and that's no reference to the NFL and kneeling and all that stuff. I don't. We do not discuss politics and religion among friends. I mean, it's okay, everybody has their opinion, but, you know, after a minute, shut up already. It's your opinion, and you're not going to change mine. And it's okay to express your opinion, but you can't preach it. Everybody has their own minds. They can make up their own minds, and whatever they come to, whether it's with full information or with alternative facts or misinformation. I mean, it's everybody has a right to their own opinion. Everybody has a right to feel however they feel, okay? And if that feeling is aggressive or beyond what most people would consider normal, then there might be that element of needing professional help, as a lot of people are starting to discover. You know, I got picked up hitchhiking by a psychiatrist last week, and he was talking about how people need to start healing, and He's very pleased that the general public has started coming in and looking for that. I think it's EMDR, EDMR. I always get that mixed up, but it's a type of trauma therapy, and it works. Okay, from personal experience, I only had to be shown the technique once to use it on myself, and with that, I got rid of my own anxieties, my own sickening anxieties. I used to hate to go. I had a period of time where I did not want to leave my house, and I would get anxieties anytime, and I worked on that, and then it got to the point where I could cruise around the neighborhood, and then I got to the point where I could actually go into the next city, which is like 35 miles away. But eventually, from doing that trauma therapy on myself, I completely got rid of that, and to this day, I think there's only been 2 incidents where I almost came down with anxieties and nothing. I never went into full anxiety mode. I did feel sick. One time I thought I was having an anxiety attack. Turns out I was feeling somebody else. Because the very next day, as I completely got away from this person the next morning, my best friend asked me, "How's your stomach?" Because I've been having stomach issues for 2 months. Well, I'd completely forgotten about it because I was no longer in close enough proximity to feel the energy of that person. Okay, so that's when I realized also too that I had to be careful to ground, conscious recognition of whose energy that really is. If you're feeling anxieties, ask yourself, is it your anxieties, or are you feeling somebody else that's around you? Okay, so because with the twin flames, you know, we have a tendency to mirror, and we have a tendency to feel our twin flames energy. So if they're having issues and you're having physical issues that there's no reasonable cause, look to your partner and recognize you could be feeling their energy. Okay, so what do we got here? Daily reading for October 17th. We have the 6 of Swords, okay? So the 6 of Swords represents past karmic lessons. These are things, issues that have come up that you will never have to repeat again, okay? Because you've felt the emotion and you've gone through the healing and you've come out on the other side. You've conquered that, okay? And it's made you I was going to say a little bit better of a person, but it helped to build some character, okay? So you can look on these things, your past mistakes, your past sorrows, your past where things went wrong and you didn't do the right thing, or you didn't speak up, or you were stifled or restricted in some kind of way. You've conquered that, and you've learned how to hold your head up hold your head up high and have pride in yourself, okay? And then still not being able to express who you are freely, not having to suppress or limit any parts of yourself in your daily life, okay? So we have here the Hierophant. It's upside down, okay? So there may be some issues with committing. This could be that you cannot tie up loose ends in legalities at the moment, or this could be lack of commitment, or this could be you're feeling kind of flaky, feeling kind of flighty, you almost want to run, and like I said, there's this energy, it's almost like restlessness. I almost want to look at the calendar and see when like the moon in Gemini is coming up, but I think as we speak there is the moon in Aquarius, and Aquarius can be restlessness and short temper, okay? So I am feeling like the vibrations of energy throughout me. I did not wake up very happy this morning. Generally I'm happy, I'm a Sagittarius, so I wake up smiling. So there was this weird energy. I want to say I'm tired, but I'm not. I want to make coffee, but I'm lazy. Okay, so this is kind of, and my head actually kind of hurts a little bit. I almost have like a little bit of a headache, okay? So this could be Maybe you're not feeling good. Oh, look at this. Okay, I will definitely jump ahead just because retreating, having to take a vacation to sit back and think about everything that is going on. Okay, it is definitely like cocooning. So maybe that's what this is. I don't see a lot of pentacle cards here in the reading this morning, so this could be issues with focusing on work, not feeling very committed, going with the flow. You're still in thinking mode, so maybe there's some ideas that you're still working on that you need to get worked out, but you're finding it hard to sit down and get settled. I keep wanting to say Sagittarius. Mercury is going to be coming into Sagittarius, so with the Sagittarius comes that element of having a hard time of paying attention. I'm a moon in Sagittarius, so it's really hard to get my attention. I know exactly what people are talking about. I'm always busy reading. I want to learn something or be watching some kind of documentary, and I'll put my headphones on, or I won't put my headphones on. It doesn't matter. And then I hear Trish, like the second time. And then I look up and go, what'd you say? Because I'm so focused on what I'm reading. I'm focused on learning. Total Sagittarius energy. That it makes it hard for me to pay attention. Okay, so you may not get a lot done. Whatever legal issues that you were working on, because I feel like this is lack of being committed, or it's a flaky kind of energy. And the Four of Swords is a retreating energy, so this kind of feels like daydreaming. I don't know why this feels like daydreaming. It's okay, so like I was saying, I woke up in a weird mood this morning. Nightmares. So maybe I had nightmares last night. A lot of us are on this dream cycle where we're having weird dreams. And I had like my first vivid dream last week, and then after that everything's been unclear. That's why I was tripping so hard on that dream, because I could remember the last scene. But the last couple of dreams that I've had, I've woken up in this weird headspace, okay? And it's kind of kept me in this like confused energy. 9 is the card of nightmares, okay? So there may be some things, some psychic energy or some mental energy, some things that were coming up to the surface that they're not completely, because you pretty much worked on everything. So there's a few minor things that your mind is working out itself, okay, while you sleep. And also, like I was saying, the EMDR, this also speaks to the EMDR trauma therapy, because what my mind is doing while I'm sleeping, it's like, you know, REM, when your eyes go back and forth like that. That's part of the EMDR therapy. They found that those rapid eye movements while you were sleeping help processing of emotions within the brain. Like it heals something about the neurotransmitters functioning normally. But anyway, so this definitely speaks to EMDR trauma therapy. If you're having issues with depression, or you cannot get over these base fears, that one last insecurity that stems from either childhood, the power dynamics with your parents, or karma from a past life, okay? Sometimes we have things left over from a past life. That's why we're here, because we're supposed to learn these lessons. Yeah, we didn't conquer them in our last life. But I have a feeling if your brain is already doing this in its sleep, then you probably won't need the psychotherapy in our waking 3D world. But that is definitely what this is suggesting, trauma therapy. Okay, and this is the body's natural trauma therapy. Okay, so I have a feeling that that deep insecurity that you have is working its way out subconsciously while you're sleeping, and actually while you're awake too, which is why you're having a hard time focusing. All that energy is working on your neurotransmitters while you're conscious also, okay? But at the same time, you're taking care of your shit, you're being self-reliant, You're not living in victim mentality. You are working hard at what you are doing. You believe in your purpose. You found it. It's bringing you everything you want. You're emotionally fulfilled. You're not needing validation from anybody because you're determined on the right path. You know this is what you're supposed to do. You are rising to your destiny. Okay, living your best independent life. Okay, Prince of Wands. This is ambition. This could also be somebody coming to you with a message, okay, actively coming to you, rapid communication. Okay, somebody could be speaking without thinking, or you need to guard against speaking without thinking, okay, because this is an ambitious energy. Granted, it's not the princess is the impulsivity, but there is the air of rash, quick, impulsive movement, okay, ambitious. Wow, it looks like you're pretty determined to take care of those past karmic lessons because you want, you're truly living the law of attraction, okay? And you know what that's going to bring you? That's going to bring you fulfillment, okay? Nine of Hearts, the end of ever feeling sorry for yourself, okay? Living your best life. Total fulfillment, okay? Fulfillment of all your wishes. But this is the 9 is emotional fulfillment, okay? So whatever these things that you're processing out, or whatever these things that you decide that you need therapy on, you're going to conquer them, and it's going to bring you emotional fulfillment. No more sorrow, no more sadness, no more living in any of those negative energies from the past, okay? 7 of Hearts. 7 of Hearts can be illusion, confusion. I equate it with Pisces and Neptune energy because it can be fantasy, not seeing things for what they truly are. But in this case, along with your other cards, this is a 7, okay? So there's going to be a period of time, this could be right now, this confusion that you're feeling, like I was saying, these cards over here create, you wake up in like a confusing state of mind, and it's hard to work because it feels like you're confused, but it's a distraction. You're not confused. It's your mind working things out without your help. Okay, so you're experiencing some confusion, but never fear because it's a number 7. Okay, so from out of this confusion, from out of this mud, you will gain clarity. Okay, but this could also speak to, because it is a heart, a lot of thinking energy and a couple of hearts energy. So I want to say that this is during the Venus retrograde, the time of Venus retrograde, where you're forced to sit in a holding pattern. I mean, there's forward movement, and you're basically just going through the days, day by day. Every day is just the same kind of deal. You got to keep going. You got to keep going, and you've got to keep the faith. Okay, all in divine timing. Just keep telling yourself, all in divine timing. Right now, the things are being set up by the universe. Okay, so when your gift gets here, it will get here. Just know you have a gift coming. Okay, it's going to be Christmas for you. Okay, but it ain't Christmas today. So, but you know that Christmas is coming. It's the same deal. Okay, what do we got? The Princess of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be a message of good fortune. Somebody's going to be communicating to you in regards to finances. Aloha, Uncle Wayne. This is good fortune, a boost in status. This also might...
Hey Thomas, this is Dale. Eric 206.
I'm getting, once again, that came up, another fair-skinned person. fair skin, brown hair. Hell, that covers half of Hawaii. That's not doing me any good. Okay, so this person is bringing you a message, or this may be, this feels like an opportunity that's going to come up, even though it's not the Three of Pentacles. This good fortune here, any green card, Pentacles card, is usually about money, manifesting and grounding. Okay, so I feel like somehow you've manifested. You're going to manifest some kind of message. Somebody's going to communicate something to you, and it's definitely in regards to money, but I think it's an opportunity for money, maybe a credit application or a loan, or with the Hierophant upside down, maybe you applied for a loan and you might get turned down for that, but you're going to get a message from some other means that's going to cover you. Okay? All right, that's all I got for you today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.